Yeah, I love that the Red, you can do a lot of things you can do with film. It has the depth and richness of film. I like that you can do long takes. I like to shoot scenes from front to back, and sometimes scenes in their raw form are more than 10 minutes. And so it's nice to have the flexibility to do that. I've never had the chance to shoot on 35. I'd love to shoot on 35, but of the cameras I've used, I love the Red.
How's living with your sister?
It's good.
Yeah?
I thought you might get a job in something crime-related, like in a lab or something.
No.
Are you sure you're gonna be okay in an ice factory?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
Yeah, we were just able to do so much more than on my first two films, which we used the HVX 200 and a DVX 100, both of which I think are great cameras, and I'm very happy with the look we were able to get with those. But we were just able to customize what we were doing so much more, and choose our lens very specifically for each scene. And yeah, I really loved working with the Red. I guess the only it's not really a downside, but a change that we had to adjust to was with those other cameras, you can really get up and start shooting something immediately. You say, we just forget it. Don't, turn on a lamp in the corner. Like, we just have to shoot. Let's go. Let's shoot it. Because of some of the qualities that the Red has and the image you can get, you can't do that. You really have to light stuff like you're lighting for film. And it's also heavy, not the body itself, but once you have all the stuff on it, it's not something that you can, no more like operating like this. You got to like operate like, if you do handheld stuff, you got to do like real handheld rigs and stuff like that.
What are we gonna do if we see this guy?
Follow him.
For me, collaboration is probably the most important element in making three films that I'm really proud of. And everyone collaborates on everything, not just not just limited to their specific department. I don't know, it'd be so easy to lose sight, especially because what you're saying, I do a lot of things. I cut my own movies and, write and direct, and I think that it'd be easy to kind of get lost in all that without some varying opinions, and we often disagree on stuff, but I think usually the best ideas come to the surface. And yeah, the collaboration between them is really important, and also with our director of photography, Andrew Reed, and our production designer, Elliot Glick, and our composer, Keegan. I mean, it's everyone brings, I think, something really great to the table, and I think because we've worked with each other in school and now in 3 movies out of school, I think we're able to trust each other, and if disagreements do come up, we trust that the other person understands basically what we're trying to do, and so we all take each other's opinions really seriously, and I think hopefully it results in making the best movie possible. I try and make movies I'd want to see, and so yeah, that includes, I think, everything. And so I hope that I have the opportunity to, continue to, make movies with somewhat bigger budgets, and not because those are the only movies I want to make, but because with a lower budget, there's certain things you just can't do, and you can still make a movie you really like, but there's some kind of movies you might be interested in making that are just impossible to make. So, and I really, I respect filmmakers who, I really like filmmakers who work in a genre, but who make really interesting films. Like I really like Melville, for example, who makes, heist and gangster movies, but they're quiet and thoughtful and have great characters in them. And of course, 70s American filmmakers like Altman, who does things like, makes a Western in McCabe and Mrs. Miller, but it's, totally different than a normal Western. But at the same time, also, it's not a parody of a Western. It's not making fun of the Western genre. It's still in that genre. It's just exploring it in a different way, and I really like that. Well, on the first 2 films, especially our first one, we submitted to South by Southwest cold, and no one knew anything about us. and the process was real slow after that. We premiered at South by Southwest, and that was really, really great. But then, like, it wasn't like, you know, everyone was banging down our door to distribute the movie or even to play it in other film festivals. And I think that there is this feeling, definitely, that I had at that time of like, well, I guess now it's a failure, but I think that being patient is really important. And we did play at a few more festivals, and as time went on, the festivals started getting in touch with us about playing the film, and we were able to distribute the film ourselves. I think, yeah, being patient is really important, and sort of just not expecting the world to show up on your doorstep, but to not get frustrated and to you know, try and do the little things that you can do, to you know, try and talk to journalists, see if you can get some positive press. Maybe you don't have a distributor, but distributors saw your film, and maybe on the next film they'll be more inclined to like be sure to be there when it screens. So yeah, I think those are yeah, that's kind of what I felt from especially the first two films.